Mark Zuckerberg enters the world of ideas like a spark that lights a huge fire, and Mark Zuckerberg pulls the world in with a mix of bold dreams and simple curiosity. Mark Zuckerberg stands as a name that changed how people talk, share, and stay linked across distance. Mark Zuckerberg was born in White Plains in New York to Edward Zuckerberg and Karen Kempner, and from the start Mark Zuckerberg lived in a home that valued reading, learning, and open thinking. Mark Zuckerberg grew up with three sisters who added warmth to daily life, and the support of the parents of Mark Zuckerberg helped build a safe base where imagination could rise. Mark Zuckerberg showed an early love for computers, small projects, and long talks about new ideas, and that early spark shaped the future path in a deep way. During the early years, Mark Zuckerberg spent time building simple programs and games, and friends of Mark Zuckerberg often watched with surprise as Mark Zuckerberg turned small ideas into working things on a screen. Mark Zuckerberg joined local classes, small clubs, and school groups that explored science and art, and the circle of friends around Mark Zuckerberg grew with kids who also loved tech and new tools. These friends pushed Mark Zuckerberg to test skills, explore coding, and dream about big steps. In school, Mark Zuckerberg learned Latin, science, and math, but the true joy came from building things that solved small problems. Those early days carried the energy that would later shape the digital world. When the time came for higher studies, Mark Zuckerberg went to Phillips Exeter Academy, where the focus on study, debate, and teamwork shaped the mind of Mark Zuckerberg in strong ways. Friends at Exeter became a trusted circle that helped Mark Zuckerberg improve in both study and life, and late-night talks about ideas and future plans made those years bright. Later, Mark Zuckerberg entered Harvard University, where new friends like Dustin Moskovitz, Chris Hughes, and Eduardo Saverin became key parts of the story. The group spent long nights in dorm rooms, thinking about apps, websites, and the growing power of the internet. Harvard gave Mark Zuckerberg not only education but also a team that would later help push a global shift in how people connect. During this phase of life, Mark Zuckerberg also met Priscilla Chan, who later became the wife of Mark Zuckerberg. Their bond grew with shared study time, long walks, and honest talks about life, work, and hope. Over the years, Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan built a family with children who brought joy and calm to the busy life of Mark Zuckerberg. Even during tense times, the home of Mark Zuckerberg stayed a place of balance and trust, and that support helped Mark Zuckerberg stay focused during storms. The career journey began at Harvard when Mark Zuckerberg built small projects like CourseMatch and FaceMash. But the real rise came in 2004 when Mark Zuckerberg launched the Facebook from a dorm room. The site spread fast through the campus, then to other colleges, and soon across the nation. Mark Zuckerberg left Harvard to build Facebook full-time, and that choice brought both excitement and fear. The small team worked day and night to keep the site alive as more users joined every hour. Mark Zuckerberg trusted the idea that people want a space to share life with real names and real links, and that belief pushed the platform forward with strong steps. As Facebook grew, Mark Zuckerberg rose as one of the youngest billionaires in the world, and the company gained new tools, new offices, and new global reach. Mark Zuckerberg led the shift from simple profiles to a full social world of posts, photos, live video, and global groups. The success of Mark Zuckerberg also included the purchase of Instagram and WhatsApp, which expanded the digital world even more. Yet success did not come without hard hits. Mark Zuckerberg faced big tests like privacy debates, political pressure, data issues, and public worry about how social media affects life. These storms shook the image of Mark Zuckerberg, but each challenge pushed new steps, new systems, and new controls. Mark Zuckerberg stayed active in shaping rules, improving tools, and trying to rebuild trust while still growing the platform. Later in life, Mark Zuckerberg turned to new dreams like the metaverse, a digital world where people can work, play, and share in fresh ways. Mark Zuckerberg also expanded the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative with Priscilla Chan, focusing on science, education, and global health. These choices showed that Mark Zuckerberg aimed to use both tech and wealth for long-term goals. Mark Zuckerberg continues to work, build, and imagine new paths, and the story keeps moving as Mark Zuckerberg searches for new answers to big questions. Mark Zuckerberg is still alive, and the legacy of Mark Zuckerberg grows with each new idea launched into the world. The work of Mark Zuckerberg has shaped communication for billions of people, and the influence will continue to live in the way humans connect, talk, and build communities. The story of Mark Zuckerberg stands as a blend of youth, risk, success, mistake, growth, and constant learning. A famous quote by Mark Zuckerberg is, "The biggest risk is not taking any risk." Like, share, and subscribe for more stories.